What's up, everybody? I'm doing something different. I'm outside. I'm going to sit outside and I'm going to do this one. Now, tonight we are talking about what is your idea of God? Because we all have these concepts of who we think God is and the type of God we think God is. Um, I know that my show was to be about the 12 disciplines of the mind, which is the 12 disciples. And that is, it's going to be part of what I'm talking about right now because it is going to take remembering who God truly is compared to what we've been taught. A lot of us, as I keep saying, we beg and we grumble and we plead with God. You know, you do this in exchange for that. God, you don't have to do any of that with God. God is a God that loves you exactly where you are, with wherever you at. It's just love there. But it's for you to tap into the love that is truly there. We have been taught the illusion that God is a vengeful God. God is not a vengeful God unless we activate the vengeance in God. And when we feel as though we must repay somebody, I got to get this person back and all of that. That is us doing that. That is not God doing that. That is not the devil doing that. That is us. So to activate the right actions, the right thinking, and the right words within your own subconscious mind is a duty that we have towards humanity. Right actions, right words, right deeds, righteous thinking towards ourselves and one another. I know it seems difficult because we've been taught of all of these things outside of us. You know, God is outside of us. God is not outside of me. God is with me always. And yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil because God is with me. And I would hope and pray that you feel the same way. God is with you. Me and the Father are one. I'm not separate from God, and God is not separated from me. Jesus is not separate from Latiska. Jesus is me. Jesus is my right actions, my right deeds, my righteous thinking. Jesus is the thing that transforms my mind and my heart towards those right actions, right deeds, and righteousness in thought. God is a God of acceptance. Unlike us, we have our people that we accept, our circumstances that we accept. And we have so many stipulations that we put on one another that is very unnecessary. It's very unnecessary because we should allow people to be, do, and exist as they see fit because it's free will. We forget free will. And then even when you add on free will, let me tell you what free will tells you. Everything is no more than a decision. And within every moment, do you know there are a multitude of decisions that we can make? We don't have to be negative. We don't have to be uh, distractions or distracting to the righteousness and right thinking of someone else. We do not have to be derogatory towards the actions of other people. We can expand ourselves and be more towards each other. You understand what I'm saying? Become more with the expansion of not only our minds and our hearts, but within our own right deeds towards one another. It's not difficult. It can seem difficult because we require renewing of our minds and everyday activities. Understand what I'm saying? Most of us speak negatively to ourselves all day long. Most of us not only speak negatively to ourselves, we have people surrounding us that do the same thing. So that they are confirming the negative thoughts which we are thinking. We're not surrounded by people that are flowing into us righteous thinking, righteous thoughts, righteous deeds, righteous actions, righteous movement throughout the day, encouragement. You know, you can, yes, you can, yes, you can, yes, you can. Because, yes, we can. We can do all things through Christ that strengthen us. Every day that you wake up and lift your head off of the pillow, it is not by our own will this is done. It is the soul and the spirit which is inside of us that says our work here is not done and that your path is before you and it has been ordered for you to walk this path. And within this path, there's going to be some giving and there's going to be some taking. And I want you to understand that within it's a net out here. Within the taking away, see, when God takes away some stuff, guess what he do? He give you better. Because every round goes higher and higher. Nothing goes backwards. Nothing goes backwards with God. So when something is relieved from you, you be grateful. Because you have just learned how to grow. You know that thing that you thought you couldn't live without? You'll flourish without it. Because it meant you no good and it meant no prosperity on your path. And in order to bring in the new, guess what has to happen? The old must leave. Old thoughts, deeds, and actions must leave, and renewing our mind, activating that God in us. See, when you begin to think right, you begin to speak right, you begin to find your happiness, joy, and peace, and you surrender to the path and you allow the doors to open, is no more splendor than that. You just sit back and allow because you have activated the God in you. And the God in you has activated everything around you to correlate and correspond with the will that is already destined for you. But to get in that zone, and I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm just telling you, I'm talking to somebody, I'm talking to a few people. To get in that zone of allowing is very easy. Want you to understand, we don't control anything anyway. We control our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Now, the world we do not control. We cannot control anyone in the world because everyone has free will. So that's what I'm saying about release control. Stand in a place of allowing, knowing that you are loved, nothing is being taken away from you, that something else will not replace that's even better for you. Allow life to happen for you, allow life to happen through you, and allow yourself to flourish, grow, become, ignite, grow, expand, bloom, and do all of the things that are in your heart to do. Because the only person that's stopping you is you. Because we want to control. We want to control every aspect of life. We want to control who does what, who says what, where to go, what to wear, all of that. Release all of that. Wake up. Just live. That's what I got tatted on my hands. Don't know if you can see it. Let me see where my camera at. Wake up. Just live. That's all you got to do. Live and be in splendor and stand in immense gratitude for all that is taking place in your life, because even at this moment, our cup truly runneth over. Activate the God in you by activating right thoughts, right words, right actions, which means all things are possible. All things are possible. There's nothing limited to God. God is the mastermind that works for you, through you. So, knowing that, how are you limited? The only person that could ever limit you is you, by saying I can't, or I don't know how, and then even when you say that to yourself, you're saying it and it's going back into, and your subconscious mind is listening. I can do everything, anything. Nothing is stopping me from doing the things that I desire to do. I'm going to do them. I'm going to do them well. I'm going to flourish in the things that I desire to do. And everything that my hand touches will be gold because of the right actions, words, and deeds, and activating the God in me. See, this mission is not even my mission. This is not even for me. I want you to understand this. None of these videos are just for me, not for just people to know Latuska Power, divine timing. None of that has nothing to do with that. Everything for me that I do is to glorify God and to help people to become better at thinking, speaking, and acting. You know, going out throughout their life to become their better person. Because the more you stay in awareness of what you're thinking, what you're saying, and how you're acting, especially when you're speaking with emotions. See, that's how you manifest with emotions. It's okay to read a book. You can read the Bible all day. Read the Bible all. And then the Lord said, da da da. That's not going to work. But if you say, verily, verily, I say unto you, and then you bring up that joy, and you bring up that enthusiasm, it's a part of you that comes alive and well, because now it's no longer dormant in you. That space, that darkness, there's light being shed into that dark place, into those negative thoughts, and you become more and more enlightened. More and more you see the path being lit up. You know, where you could first just see one step or one stone. Now you can see a whole row of stairs. You can see a whole aisle lit up because you see the multitude of what? Blessings that have been in your life, that shall always be in your life, and will expand as long as you become aware of exactly what we're thinking. Our thoughts turn into things, but what we should realize is our thoughts are not our own. We are the observer of our thoughts. We notice our thoughts. If you pay attention, you'll notice your thoughts. So there's that right there shows you there's multiple parts of you within itself. There's the thinker, and then there's the observer of the thoughts. And then there's you. How do you respond and react to the thinker and the thought? Think about it. If you're thinking negative thoughts and you're acting on those negative thoughts, saying things like, "Oh, I'll never get out of this," guess what? You'll never get out of this because that's your repetitive round, 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 round. You'll never. You'll just be going around and round and round because you're speaking it, and not only are you speaking it, you're acting upon it. You're acting as though you will never. And I promise you, you can. You can do all things. There is nothing beyond you to do but be. And within just saying be you. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to practice to be anybody else. You don't even have to practice to be you. Wake up and just be you. The world is waiting on you. The world is waiting for someone that they can relate to. Just like you. Somebody that's not always politically correct. You know, somebody that's real. Somebody that's really relatable. Somebody that does not want to put on some kind of imaginary get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met a young lady, she was like, when I put on my makeup, I become, and see, I don't have to put on makeup to be. I'm me with or without makeup. And I'm good with me with or without makeup. I'm beautiful, I'm dynamic, I am awesome, I'm unique, I'm smart, I'm not insecure, I am abundant in all of my ways. I have abundance of thoughts and ideas. I'm talking about I'm plenty. I am the land of plenty within myself. So I'm good with me. I'm good with what I see in the mirror. I'm not messed up. You know, and I remember when I had all of those doubts, fears, and anxieties about all of the things that were going on in my life and looking at other people and looking at things. And that's how I got caught up in a lot of stuff. Doing a lot of things that I've been doing was because I was looking at things that don't even matter. At the end of the day, I had never thought of, why am I even here? Why am I doing this? That does not matter to me. You know, happiness and wholeness and joy and peace and the surrender to that. Having more time is more important to me. I want you to understand, creating more money creates more time. So I've taken my time to create more money in my life. So that will relieve me to have more time to do the things that I enjoy. It will give me more time to do more videos, to do more research, to do more of what really lifts me and does something for me, not just for me, but for mankind. That's why I send out my prayers on my Facebook page. It's not for me. It's not to glorify Latuska. It's to glorify God and to get us to think in a collective manner, to get us to think in a more positive frame of mind, to get us to think how we're acting towards one another, to get us to think about it's not how we've been treated, it's how we treat one another that really matters. Those are the reasons why I do the things that I do, not because I just want somebody to. I am seen everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I'm seen. Now, within seeing me, everybody that I come in contact with, I have a chance to renew their mind, to renew their thinking, to help them see something that they've never seen before, to plant a seed. That's the most amazing thing and the most amazing gift that I could have experienced in my life. Period. Not only that, but to get paid to do that. Get paid doing what I love on a daily, regular basis. Do you know how exciting that is for me? To finally make it where money is flowing into me freely. And I'm talking about whether I work for it or not. Money flows to me easily. And I never thought I would see this day. And to know that this day has actually came and it is surpassing anything I could have ever thought. That's from my t-shirt line, my mask, my books are selling. Everything is just moving like, oh my God. Oh my God. Who would have known that something inside of me had to switch or pivot within myself, within my own way of thinking? It was me all along standing in the way, wanting to figure out how to do something when it was already figured out. And not only was it already figured out, it was divinely timed and ordered for it to be exactly what it is, just how it is. And I'm all in my corner, mind all in the way. Now, I am so excited that I'm able to help as many people as I possibly can. And I'm talking about my calendar is just filling up. And I am feeling grateful. I'm talking about immense gratitude thing I can think of. This is like a moment that I have been waiting for a very, very, very long time. Because it's one thing to do, counsel people and advise people. It's one thing to do it and they just give you a tip. Here you go, here. But it's another thing to be hired to do so, to be hired to go into companies to pray, to be hired to talk to people, to be hired. That's a whole nother level. And I am grateful. I'm grateful that I finally made it. I finally made it to this part of my life where I feel happy and I feel whole and I feel abundant. I feel like, oh my God, I feel amazing. And if I can help someone else get to where I am, as far as structuring their thoughts, structuring their wording, structuring their right actions, and helping them brand themselves so that their business can begin to bloom, do you not know I'm going to do it? I'm going to do it. There's been a multitude of people that have blessed me along the way. And I should be someone that blesses other people along their path. That's a promise to myself. That's a promise to the God in me. Life is truly amazing. And no, I'm not like a boop, 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 boop. I can be, but most of the time I'm just like this. This is just me. This is Latuska. I don't want to put on an act to be something that I'm truly not. So when you meet me, I'm humble. I'm humble, I'm quiet, I'm not real loud, soft spoken. I'm gonna say what I need to say, I'm gonna get you to think and all of that good stuff. But I'm gonna always be me and I'm gonna be authentically me. I'm not trying to please anybody. I'm not trying to outshine anybody because I got my own light, just like they got their own light. And I'm not trying to blind anybody with my light. All I want to do is allow my light to shine, allow my infinite intelligence to be seen, allow my expansion to be noticed. And not only noticed, but to allow others to expand and become their best versions. So from now on, I shall not fear because God is with us always. God bless you. I got the legally buzzers out. I guess they want me. I'm just playing. They don't want me. But I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. What is your idea of God? Is God a vengeful God? Is God a God that really loves? Is God a God that you have to trade stuff in for? Is God a God that you got to beg something for? Do you really think you got to beg God and He created you and called you a masterpiece? No. All you have to do is ask, believe, and receive, because through your belief, all things are possible. And I mean all things. Nothing is a limit. Whatever you can think of, it is yours right now. And I'm going to say this, claim it. I'm going to claim it with you. Whatever you say is yours. and you believe without a shadow of a doubt that you can have it, wait on it. Let it go. Say, universe, I want that. I want that. And in divine time and order, I am open and willing to receive. I am accepting all good things from the universe because the Creator loves me just that much. I'm getting out of the way, and guess what? If I don't get it, I'm good right now. If I get it, I'm good. If I don't, I'm good. But I'm out of the way of it. So that means I'm accepting it as it comes. As it comes in divine time and order. God bless you. God keep you. And learn to let go and let God. Be open, willing to receive. Doors are opening right now. Windows are opening right now. Situations are changing right now. Your mind is moving and you are creating something special right now. Understand, move out the way, get out the way, move out the way, get out the way, and allow it to come in. It's going to rush in like a flood, and I bless you.